the United States Postal Service.
Hi, welcome to the Edgefield Book Shop. This is Robert Brazel along with Eric Huckle. We're co-owners of the Edgefield Book Shop. I got Miss Emmy Lott and Michelle Brazel, my daughter-in-law. We're family here, and we want to treat you as family. We've been in business for 9 years. However, I've been in Edgefield since 1968. I'm 60 years old. I've been cutting meat since I was 12, and this is the block that I started to learn how to cut on. Eric has cut meat for several years. We want you to come and enjoy the experience. Thank you from the Edgefield Butcher Shop.
News 12, voted best weather coverage by the Georgia Association of Broadcasters.
Come on in to Davis Appliance and Furniture, where you can find the best deals in town. It's tax time, so when that refund comes in, it's the perfect time to get the appliances you've always wanted. For the brands you trust at the lowest prices, visit us at Davis Appliance and Furniture.
From the station that's on your side, this is News 12, First at 5.
Well, first live at 5 today, thousands who've been following his trial have been waiting for. Alec Murdaugh took the stand today.
And you were still stealing? I would never intentionally do anything to hurt either one of them.
Alec Murdaugh admitted to lying to investigators about where he was the night his wife and son were killed, but denying that he pulled the trigger.
The disgraced attorney testified today against the advice of his lawyers, who said they had concerns about the scope of cross-examination from state prosecutors. Murdaugh blamed his lie that he was never at the kennels on his opioid addiction, saying it made him act irrationally, and he says he had a distrust of SLED.
Nick Neville has some of the big takeaways from his testimony today. Murdaugh blamed his lie that he was never at the dog kennels the night of the murders on his opioid addiction, saying that it made him act irrationally. He also says that he had a distrust of law enforcement. Murdaugh turned his body toward jurors as he testified, at times sobbing as he described his wife and son.
Mr. Griffin, I didn't shoot my wife or my son anytime. Ever.
Alec Murdaugh emphatically denying the murders of his wife Maggie and son Paul from the stand. But he admitted to lying about being at the family dog kennels the night of the killings.
As my addiction evolved over time, I would get in these situations or circumstances where I would get paranoid thinking.
Defense attorney Jim Griffin asked Murdaugh why he continued to lie about this.
You know, oh, what a tangled web we weave. But once I told the lie, then I told my family, I had to keep learning.
He testified that Maggie asked him to go down to the kennels. He says he drove a golf cart there, got a chicken out of the family dog Bubba's mouth, and then
I went straight back to the house, to the air conditioner.
Murdaugh says he discovered the bodies after visiting his mother's home.
So what y'all see your pictures up? So bad.
He says as he checked the bodies for pulses, he got blood on his fingertips. One responding deputy described his appearance that night as clean from head to toe. Murdaugh went on to contradict testimony from his mother's caretaker, Shelley Smith, who said she saw him carrying a blue tarp-like something into his mother's Almeda home after the killings. He also denied ever seeing a blue raincoat that was covered in gunshot residue.
Never seen it before, never touched it, and don't know anything about it.
Murdaugh also said that SLED never asked for the clothes he was wearing in a Snapchat video taken by Paul the night of the murders. He says that his clothes never became an issue in this case until it was discovered that state evidence alleging that there was blood spatter on his shirt turned out to be not true. In Walterboro, I'm Nick Neville.
On cross-examination, lead prosecutor Creighton Waters sought to establish that Murdaugh took advantage of his relationship with law enforcement, showing them an image of him displaying his badge at the hospital the night of the boat wreck.
And again, if you would like to watch this trial, we do have it on our WRDW app. Well, happening now, we are live at the municipal building where Mayor Garnett Johnson is addressing talks to change the city charter. We'll get a listen. Well, there is a pothole problem in Augusta, and a big enough hole can put a dent in your pocket. And we have video from Wrightsboro Road and Lumpkin Road where the city has plans to take care of some potholes, but they're having some issues. Taylor Martin is live at 5 with those problems. And what are some of those problems that they're running into, Taylor?
This
The city tells me they work fast and they try to work as fast as they can to fill potholes like this one right here on Bertram Road, but they say that funds from SPLOST and infrastructure that's old in the city are some of the problems that they're running into. Bertram Road and Hepzibah McBean Road are just two roads in the area filled with potholes. I spoke with one woman today who tells me she's worried they may become a bigger issue before they're filled.
I'd like to see them repave the road because when you have to patch them that often and that many, it seems like it seems like a waste of money.
All new on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we're taking a closer look and speaking with city engineering about what they're doing about the pothole problems in the city. Reporting in Augusta, Taylor Martin on your side.
All right, thanks for checking up on that for us, Taylor. We're live at 5. New hearing from President Jimmy Carter's assistant who worked alongside him for more than 40 years. He gives us some unique insight into Jimmy Carter, the person.
President Carter could move from one topic to another, give full concentration on those topics. He had learned that you need to focus hard on a topic, but then shift to something else. And he often said, well, this isn't easy for a president because the toughest issues that anyone can have are the ones that a president has to face. If they're easy, his subordinates will take care of it.
You can catch Dr. Hochman's full interview on our website and on our streaming app.
Well, just into our newsroom, 80 new jobs are coming to Screven County. Within the last 15 minutes, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp announced Idea Nuova is bringing a manufacturing and distribution facility to Sylvania. The investment is about $19 million. Riley?
Well, Augusta and Aiken were not the only places setting record highs this afternoon. We actually set a record high in Athens and in Macon again today. Have a look at a little bit cooler outlook, though, heading into the weekend just after the break.
Black History Month celebrations continue in Augusta, reminding people of their heritage, who they are, and how far they've come. Coming up all new tonight on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we hear from a local senior citizen who's taken back to where it all began.
Time and temp.
Day with highs in the mid-70s. Looking at that 7-day forecast, once again, warm again for our Friday, but keep that umbrella close by. We'll likely have a few showers out there tomorrow afternoon and could even linger into early Saturday.
Thanks, Riley. Raising teacher pay is a top priority this year for members of South Carolina's legislature, new superintendent of education, and governor. But under the first draft of next year's budget, not every teacher would necessarily get a pay increase.
Our State House reporter Mary Green sat down with Governor Henry McMaster today to talk about how much higher he wants to see those educator salaries.
In his executive budget, Governor McMaster is asking lawmakers to raise teachers' starting salaries from $40,000 up to $42,500. And by 2026, the governor wants to see those starting salaries up to $50,000.
We need to have the best teachers to match the character and potential of our people.
The spending plan proposed by the House's Budget Writing Ways and Means Committee and released this week would increase starting pay to be in line with the governor's request, up to $42,500, and base pay for every cell on the teacher's salary schedule would also go up $2,500. That's based on how much experience and education teachers have. But many districts are already paying above those new proposed minimums, so not all of them would be guaranteed a raise. Last year, the legislature gave every district enough money to give every teacher a pay increase, regardless of if they were already making above the minimum. But it was up to the district to determine if they wanted to spend that money on additional raises or in other areas. The next budget proposal would give districts more money than they got last year, and again, the flexibility to decide how to spend it.
What is your message to those districts that are already paying above the minimum? Should they be using that money to raise teacher salaries?
Yes. We want to have the best teachers in America teaching the best children in America, and that's the children of South Carolina.
The governor also asked budget writers to include enough money in the spending plan to give every public school teacher in South Carolina a one-time retention bonus of $2,500. Those bonuses are not included in the Ways and Means budget proposal. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mary Green.
Thanks, Mary. This is just an initial draft of the state budget.
It still has a ways to go before it gets to the governor's desk, including passing both the House and the Senate. We're back in a bit.
You're watching News 12 on your side.
If you think you're let's rock! Oh, yeah! And roll with Milton Rubin. That's the sound of a great deal. Lease a 23 Jeep Wrangler 4-door Sport for $489 a month. A President's Day sales event at Milton Rubin Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come on into Davis Appliance and Furniture, where you can find the best deals in town. It's tax time, so when that refund comes in, it's the perfect time to get the furniture you've always wanted. For the brands you trust at the lowest prices, visit us at Davis Appliance and Furniture.
Bro, one more time. Jif Peanut Butter. It's that jiffing good. Ludacris changed his flow for it.
People ask me, what makes the Eichholz Law Firm different?
It's our commitment to serving this community.
We offer local expertise because this is our home.
You can trust us because you know us. Trust the Eichholz difference. Call us today.
The first thing you do, call Ken. That's 1-800-CALL-KEN.
Come on into Davis Appliance and Furniture, where you can find the best deals in town. It's tax time, so when that refund comes in, it's the perfect time to get the furniture you've always wanted. For the brands you trust at the lowest prices, visit us